Nobody's gonna go sitting in between y'all two. It's gonna be A-okay.
No!
Yeah, they are absolutely going to.
No way they won't.
Hello everybody, MTH here, and today I'm going to be telling you about my crazy Mexico family vacation. And since this was a family vacation, it wasn't very fun. Day zero. It started with me going to Chicago to be closer to the airport. We drove and it wasn't the longest drive ever, but it was pretty boring. Once we got there, my dad realized something. He had forgot his license and needed it to go to Mexico. 1 hour in and we already have a problem. Nothing says Chicago like constant problems. Anyway, he drove back home, and it took like 2 hours, but as he was doing that, we got hungry, so we went to go get some barbecue. I don't like barbecue. We set off on foot, and that was a wonderful idea, just having a nice time out in nature. We somehow, some way, ended up on the highway. I don't know how. My mom had a map, but we were on the highway. But our troubles had not ended there, because, well,
The taxi kinda just stopped halfway.
the dinner was fine. I had shrimp, but funnily enough, on the day that we were there, my brother's least favorite band was performing live. I just realized it's been about a minute and 30 seconds and I'm only on day 0, so I should probably speed up. I may not look it, but I'm actually quite chunky, and there's only 2 beds. So, my mom and brother decided, hey, let's put the 2 biggest together. So, yeah, I had to sleep with my dad. Funny, isn't it? Day 1, we had to fly, and I don't really like flying. We also had to wake up at 2:30 in the morning. Now, in case you didn't realize from the beginning of this video, yeah, someone sat in between me and my brother. At the airport, my mom decided to be not that bright and get tricked into some sort of timeshare dealio at the airport. And she got like some sort of message from the shuttle company that was taking us to our hotel that was like, I want to say in big bolded letters in its own separate red box, do not talk to anyone at the airport. So that's funny. Well, we got to the hotel and everything went perfectly fine. Although, I think I might be forgetting something. Well, today has been a bit chaotic and I have a black eye now. But it's gotta be all uphill from here, right? Day 2, we decided to do the unthinkable and go to the timeshare. And it was boring hot and I didn't like it. But then we went to a beach. The Mexico Ocean. So nice, clean, and it smells wonderful. Well, at least I'm not drowned. So I almost drowned in the ocean. We ended up getting pretty far out in the ocean. And once I realized that, I decided I should probably start heading back. So I turned around and I decided I'd take a step towards the beach. And then I got a horrible leg cramp and I couldn't move. So I did what any rational human being would do and I screamed for help. Luckily my dad was there with me, so he helped me. And I thought that, hey, I'm gonna jump on top of him and maybe he'll be able to carry me to safety. So I accidentally almost drowned my dad and myself that day. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I did survive, shockingly enough, and made it back to my mother. Crying, with snot dripping from my nose. That's gross, but it is what happened, and I feel like I should explain that. And then, instead of doing what a mother would do and say, oh, dear, good golly gosh, what seems to be the problem? Jonathan? That's not my name. She said to me, nothing. She just kind of laughed. I thought that was pretty funny, too. We had Mexican for dinner, and my dad's nachos were the best nachos I've ever had in my life. Day 3, we decided to go to Playa del Carmen, and it stunk, literally and metaphorically. It stunk bad because of all the seaweed. I had never smelled anything worse in my entire life. I almost lost my lunch right there and then. And it was also the hottest day of the vacation. And also, we had to walk the most that day. And my mom was the most annoying that day. To put it blunt, that day was the worst day of my life. Well, other than the day that I dropped my goulash tray. The thumbnail is what actually happened in Playa del Carmen. My brother was annoying me. Granted, he wasn't poking me, but that's just how I thought I could show it visually without adding any text. And then my mom was actually FaceTiming her friend, and my dad just wanted to go into a bunch of random stores. So, he was the least annoying that day. Good job, Dad. I'm proud. We had great seafood for dinner. Day 4. We were going to go to Cozumel, but my brother decided to dying that day, so we didn't go. We didn't really do anything that day, but we had Japanese that was subpar. Day 5. We decided to do the banana boat that day, and well, given my new fear of the ocean, you would assume that I wouldn't want to do that, and you would be right. We got on the banana boat on a broken jet ski that had stopped like 3 times, but I'm sure that won't be a problem later. Well, they finally got it up and running, and then, well... Excuse me, sire. I would appreciate going back to the beach now. We went to a steakhouse. It was very bad. Day 6. We went to Cozumel for a tour, and I actually enjoyed myself that day. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy myself the other days, but I was very tired, very crabby, and the heat was really getting to me. We went in a neat pink dune buggy, and I thought it was cool, and I got a Pepsi. I got a nice necklace with a little black coral pendant thing, and I'm wearing it right now. We went to another buffet for dinner. Day 7, we went to the pools. Now, the pools aren't very exciting within itself, but we couldn't really find a seat, so
We took one.
we found 2 chairs right next to each other that had a single bag spanning across both, and me and my brother were tasked with finding a good seat, so we decided to be bad people and move the bag to the other seat. Yeah, that'll work out.
So anyway, the person came back. What happened to my stuff?
Well, there now, I ain't got the foggiest clue on what could happen to your stuff.
My stuff was here. For my husband.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to go find another darn little seat there, missy. Things got pretty heated, and my dad got tired of it, so we went to find another seat. And we did. Hooray. I had my second coffee of the trip, and didn't do much for the rest of the day.
And then, it was dinner time. The final meal of the vacation. Brazilian. The meal to judge them all. This could be the best thing I've ever eaten. And it was
The worst meal of vacation, and it was awful.